if you have a low FICO score, that you're going to get a discounted rate now, and if you have a higher FICO score, you're going to pay more now.
Yeah. All right, guys, there seems to be a lot of confusion out there about what's going to happen with these new credit scores on the Freddie and Fannie loans. So I thought we should talk about it today, really kind of break it down for you. I asked George Pino, the CEO of Commercial Brokers International here in Los Angeles, to come in today. You guys have seen him on this channel several times anyway. So George, thank you for coming in. I think there's a lot of confusion out there.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of confusion about what's going on with Freddie and Fannie loans. And this is on the residential side, of course. Typically, these are all agency financing.
Sure.
They're really residential loans, not commercial loans. But, a lot of the media has been talking about how if you have a low FICO score, that you're going to get a discounted rate now. And if you have a higher FICO score, you're going to pay more now.
Yeah, they're saying higher rates.
They're going to say higher rates, and that's not really the case.
Right.
So, on all agency financing, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, they put out what they call loan level pricing. So they made loan level pricing adjustments that are going to happen that just went into effect yesterday. What that did was lower the amounts of points that were charged to the buyer based upon their credit scores, and also increase them based upon the credit scores. Now, no matter what, if you have a lower credit score, you're still going to be paying more in points.
Yeah.
It's not a reversal where, if you have a high credit score, you're paying more points because they think you have more money. What ends up happening is, though, they are reducing it. So, like, for instance, in a year or so, or not a year ago, I guess 3 days ago, if you got a Fannie or Freddie loan and you had a FICO score, let's say, of 659 or below 679, you would have had to pay close to about 2.75% just in loan points or fees, upfront fees. Now, with the new pricing adjustments, it goes down to 1.5%. So they're still charging, and it is definitely still much higher than if you had a good FICO score. So let's talk about that, actually. So let's say you have a FICO score above 800, which is considered to be an excellent FICO score. In that pricing, what you're looking at is it's going from a quarter point to 0.35. So it's about 10 basis points increase, not nearly as much as the 1.5% that a person with a lower FICO would, in fact, 5 times less. Than what a person with a lower FICO score would have. Now, what this will do is it may open up the doors for some people that have lower loan price points and lower FICO scores to be able to actually afford it, because they won't have to have as much of a down payment. And that is who it's going to affect the majority of.
Yeah, I think that kind of breaks it down a little more clear. Everything I'm reading in mainstream media is they're just, they're digging the rich, or they say rich, but it's really not the rich. It's just the people really that have really cared about their credit. So I think this kind of clarifies it. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for coming in.
Absolutely, thank you.
And for those of you watching, make sure you give us a like, and if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe.